TikTok.com and ByteDance.com. Two domain names, two digital identities, but only one can truly dominate the digital sphere. With global reach of 1 billion to 1.6 billion monthly active users, is TikTok eclipsing its parent? Or is ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, is the one pulling the strings in a hidden master plan? Today, we're dissecting the implications of this domain name search branding strategy and shows you why this domain name decision is a corporate game changer. And if you care about building a powerful brand, launching a startup the smart way, or mastering your domain name search strategy, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way, you won't miss any of the strategies we share here on Names Digest. Let's start with TikTok.com. Short, catchy, memorable. The kind of domain name you can hear once, type once, and never forget. That's TikTok.com, a consumer-facing domain name built to dominate culture, to be easy on the tongue, and to spread like wildfire, having a continued growth of global users and an estimated revenue worldwide that reached between $20 billion and $26 billion in 2024, TikTok.com stole the spotlight. TikTok.com domain name itself became a cultural phenomenon. It spread like wildfire because it was simple enough to travel across languages, across conversations, across borders. That is the power of a consumer-facing domain name search done right. You pick a domain name that's brandable, global, and friction-free, and suddenly your brand takes on a life of its own. But let's be real. TikTok's rise wasn't just about the domain name. The platform's algorithm is one of the most addictive in history, serving bite-sized, personalized videos that keep people hooked for hours. Its design made content creation effortless, giving anyone the chance to go viral overnight. TikTok.com was the perfect short, brandable domain name, but it was this mix of technology, design, and strategy that transformed it into a cultural powerhouse. And behind it all, ByteDance poured massive resources into global marketing and influencer adoption. Now, let's look at ByteDance.com. It's not short, it's not trendy. Most people on TikTok have never even heard of ByteDance, and you'll never see teens shouting, "Follow me on ByteDance!" Why? Here's the thing. Behind every flashy consumer brand domain name, there's often another one working quietly in the background. One domain name grabs global attention. The other secures corporate control. That's where ByteDance.com comes in. A longer, more formal corporate domain name, meant for investors, press, and corporate governance. ByteDance.com isn't supposed to dominate your feed. It's the corporate domain name, the home for investors, partners, regulators, and media. While TikTok dances in the spotlight, ByteDance quietly runs the show behind the curtain, building dozens of popular digital assets like CapCut and Mobile Legends. This is the duality of their domain name strategy. One domain name captures the consumers, the other protects corporate power. TikTok.com builds culture, visibility, and billions of daily interactions. ByteDance.com builds trust, investor relations, and long-term stability. Together, they form a portfolio of domain name digital assets that protect the company from both ends. This wasn't luck. This was a calculated move, and it shows just how high the stakes are in every domain name search strategy. So, did TikTok outgrow its parent on the surface? Yes. TikTok.com became the superstar. ByteDance.com faded into the background. But don't mistake that for weakness. It was intentional. ByteDance made the strategic choice to let TikTok's domain name dominate culture, while they kept control of their business empire through their ByteDance.com digital corporate identity. It's not TikTok versus ByteDance, it's TikTok and ByteDance. Together, they show a smart domain name search strategy that doesn't stop at one domain, a strategy that balances brand visibility with business stability. Your domain name search isn't always about one site for digital identity. Sometimes it's about building an ecosystem. Ask yourself, do I need one domain name for my customers? Short, simple, brandable, and another for my digital corporate identity. Professional, credible, investor-friendly. The smartest founders don't see domain names as disposable. They see them as digital real estate portfolios. Each digital property plays a role. Some capture attention, others hold power. So what can you learn from this? TikTok.com and ByteDance.com aren't competing. They're two pieces of the puzzle of the same strategy. One domain name that's short, catchy, and memorable, built for consumers, and another domain name built for corporate control. Steady, professional, and behind the scenes. That's the kind of balance every smart founder should think about in their domain name search strategy. And that's the lesson. When you treat domain names as valuable digital assets, because you're not just building a website, you're building an empire. If you want real-world examples of premium domain names, the kind that can be your TikTok or your ByteDance, take a look at our domain portfolio at .worldbrands.com. Who knows? You might just find the foundation for your next big idea. Subscribe and stick around. In my next video, I'll show you how to run a domain name search step by step, so you don't just find a name. You secure a valuable asset on the digital space.